What else we got, Mo?
Oh snap! Okay. Now it gets kind of like serious for these. In the past week or so, we had two officers.
Let me see. Put it up there. See what's
Okay,
what's
so
going on.
the first officer is this one.
Father God.
This officer pulls over a black military soldier, of course, and
I watched that video.
yeah,
They fired him.
yes, I believe so because I have some friends in the military, and they told me that a police officer is never supposed to apprehend any military.
We in America, Mo.
Yeah, but it's because I guess
We in America. That's because it's because we in America. We in this America right now. That's what. So go ahead.
But they told me that they're never supposed to arrest officer. The most that they could do is call their military branch and tell them the situation, and then their superior officers will come and handle the situation. But they're never supposed to engage a military personnel. Then this one right here, this lady, I believe we all know this lady that said she confused her handgun for a taser.
Look at that bitch eyes. Look at her eyes. That bitch, you know what? God, y'all just look at her eyes. Her eyes, her eyebrow. Is she arrested?
Yeah, she was, yeah.
You know what's crazy is I wonder how they feel like when they get up, they go to work and they do this stuff, and then next thing they know, as the police officer, they being arrested.
I don't, yeah.
It's just terrible, Mo.
It is.
And we just keep revisiting this stuff. It's like, and we're not revisiting it every other year. We revisit it every other week.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, what do we do? What is it that needs to be done? What do we need to do? What is it? What do we need to do?
I mean, protesting ain't working because it's
Every other, it's not every other year or every 2 years or every 3. It's every other week.
like this. Those two situations happened within, I believe, it happened within the same week or within a week, within a week's time.
People, somebody said Raven said hell every week.
Right.
What do we do? People, what is it? What do you think? What do we do? I see people said abolish the police.
I don't think we should.
To be honest with you, I don't know about totally abolishing the police. I think reforming, but abolishing. We need we need some law. We need some law. It has to be some law, Mo. It got to be, because
I think what they really need to do, they really need to the same way.
Hold on, Miss Jackson. Put Miss Jackson's comment up there. Let me tell you what it is.
Oh, can we get our own law enforcement?
Miss Johnson, I love you, and that would be a great fix if we ourselves were clean too. When you said that, that struck a fear deep in me. And I don't want to step outside of what we're talking about, redirecting it. But we get our own. I'm terrified because I know what we do to us. And I know what us do to gays. That's where the fear is. That's where the fear at for me goes all the way around. No, I just think it should be some I just think it needs to be some reform. I think, it just needs to be. It just needs to be like these people need to be heavily evaluated.
That's what I was about to say.
They need
I think the background checks need to be
not just the background checks, Mo. They need to be heavily evaluated because there's a bitch working at a bank right now that won't give a loan to you because you're black. There's a bitch at the bank right now that got the power to sign off on your loan and won't do it because you're gay. There's a bitch at the bank that's gonna do because you're a female, because it's just because. And this is like these people go to work with these deep rooted shit that was going on in these traumas that they got going on and all these teachings that have been put in them from children. Like my nephew was here with me. And my brother has children from his girlfriend, his wife. They are Cuban. And my nephew is half Cuban, half black. And when I look at this stuff, those children don't know they don't know about no color and no, they do know that our skin looks different, but they don't know. They love their grandma. They love their grandma. That stuff is taught. Those things are taught.
Like, man, the same way how people have been going lately. People go back onto like people like, for instance, perfect example. People will go back on how they did like Kevin Hart when they went back on his Twitter stuff and they found out he was saying a whole bunch of.
But my question is, can people change? I mean, even me, like that's just it's crazy because like people try to put me in this, pigeonhole me into, I can't do anything outside of adult. I can't do anything outside because this is what I did. Like, can people change? Can people transition? Can their minds evolve? Is there a possibility for that to happen? Is that something that can be done?
But I would say the difference is, Maddie, when you're talking about yourself, that wasn't your like that's not your personality. It's not your person. All this stuff that these people are going through is a personality thing. Like they're it's like deep rooted within them. So I don't want to say no one can change, but I'll say it's very hard, and they have to be very willing to change.
Well, we'll leave that on a pondering thought.